There are a lot of challenges that women in leadership face in their careers. And one of those challenges is gender bias. I want to share with you my personal story of gender bias and what happened to me that will share with you why it is so incredibly important for you to develop your executive presence now as a woman in leadership. When you develop your executive presence, it not only will help you accelerate in your career, it will help you to negotiate higher salaries, it will help you to communicate at a higher level, and it will actually protect you when you have those situations come up where people try to behave or act in a way that is not appropriate to try to make you upset. So what happened to me is that I used to work in a practice. And in this practice, I was the only female doctor that was there. And there was a couple other male doctors present. So the issue came up is that I was spending, let's say, 30 minutes with a specific type of procedure. And they were wondering, well, why does it take 30 minutes? What's the problem? What's going on? And etc. And when we had a conversation about it, this is what came out, ladies. Are you listening? I'm going to share with you what was said to me. What was said to me is, well, why can't you do it like Dr. Man? Why can't you do it like Dr. Man? Oh, well, sometimes, Dr. Man, he tends to take a little bit more time, but he does a great job. Did you see what just happened? This is actually real stories that happened to me. I just got compared to Dr. Man, and even though Dr. Man took more time than I did, I was the problem, and Dr. Man was okay, right? Now, this conversation I had was not by another man. Oh, no. This conversation I had was with another woman. And so it's very interesting when you talk about gender bias and we hear about gender bias, a lot of times there's an emphasis on gender bias with male and female. And that does happen. Absolutely, it does happen in leadership roles. But it does happen with women as well. And so in my scenario that happened to me personally is that I was basically placed in this category, even though I was a woman in leadership, even though I was a doctor, that for some reason I couldn't do things as well as Dr. Man, right? And these are some very subtle, subconscious mindsets that some women have as it relates to women in leadership. Women try to support each other, but even some of those women cannot support other women. Why? Because for the past decades of their life, they have always been taught that men were the individuals that were superior. Men were the people that could do things. Men were the people that needed to be in leadership. Now, I have no bias specifically as it relates to this because we are all humans at the end of the day, regardless of gender. But I want to share with you that this type of gender bias exists. And you might be wondering, well, what happened when she said that? Did I say anything? Yes, absolutely. I let her know the following. I said, it's interesting that Dr. Man can do a procedure for an extended amount of time and be okay. But there's an issue if I do the same procedure at the same time or a little bit less. So what's the problem here? And did I get a response back? No. The individual didn't have anything to say because there was nothing to say. They had been caught in their conversation. And this is the reason why I am hosting a class, a live coaching session this upcoming Monday on March the 31st. That will be from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be a live coaching session on executive presence and communication mastery for women in leadership. This is an event where you do not have to stay the entire time. The purpose is for you to just come in, ask a question, and leave. The good thing is, whether you do general or VIP admission, you will have access to the recording, and you're going to learn a ton of information from other women in leadership that will help you on your journey. So you want to make sure you sign up for the event because the spots are filling up so quickly, and I have to limit it very soon because I want to make sure that you receive a high quality, high touch event and a lot of support. So check out the description below to learn some more of the benefits of joining VIP that will help you get your questions answered faster. And I look forward to helping you accelerate your career growth as a woman in leadership.